Hello everybody and welcome to Slay the Spire, playing as the Watcher on Ascension 3, hopefully a heart run. Had a pretty phenomenal first act, picked up Flurry of Blows, then Sands of Time as a nuke, the Bowling Bash in case we met the sentries, which we did not, and then we got Tantrum, Fear No Evil, second Flurry of Blows, Cut Through Fate, Rushdown plays into all that nicely, and then for the boss relic we got Pandora's Box, so we ended up getting this as our boss card. And then we got Lesson Learned, a couple of weaves, a third Flurry of Blows, which I think might be a problem with Rushdown. Probably going to be working on trying to empty our hand at all times. We did get Sanctity and Evaluate for block. Also we have Golden Eye, so that's why I took the Cut Through Fate and Third Eye. Collect is the black sheep here, and going back to what I was just alerting to with the Rushdown and 3 Flurry of Blows, I think we're going to need to keep our hand small so that we can support all of that. For this reason, Collect would be pretty great on the back end, but it's that front end, and of course that's just how the card plays. But with all those flurries and weaves, we do have Kunai, so what few block cards we have will be potent, but I do hope to remedy that. We have the question card as well as the Molten Egg. The Molten Egg, wow, probably widely regarded as the worst of the 3 eggs, but when you have a Pandora's Box afterwards, it was amazing. We got 4 cards upgraded. Even the Wreath of Flame's not going to be bad because of Tantrum recurring. Alright, we're going up against the Champ. That'll be a bit of a challenge. Scrolling down, we've got these 2 are 2. This is 3. So, as far as taking the power we have and leveraging it towards more, that'd be the way to go. Later shop for pulling out the Collect, maybe. We do have a shop here we could stop at, but with this much money we're going to be wasting relic opportunities, so I'd rather not do that. And we have a way of going around the shop that still is not bad. So let's get started. Never picked Pandora's Box before, and we got a pretty good one, I think. So I'm pretty excited here. Weave is free, and then we just scroll. Mostly the scroll is looking for basically all of this stuff, all of our zeros. So we do that, that. If we Fear No Evil, we pull back 2 Flurry of Blows, and then Kunai gets bigger, so then the Third Eye. But the Third Eye, which will scry for 5, could put the other Flurry of Blows in there. So we have 1 less block. But we also have the Evaluate, so we don't need the extra block. Let's scry first. And it worked, we got that. We don't want to throw too many cards away. I'm happy to see this as the killing blow next turn. This will bring back all 3 Flurry of Blows, but also draw a couple cards. So if we throw this out, our deck size goes down to 7. We draw 5 cards. When we play this, we draw 2. So we can only really afford to throw 1 card away here, or else we shuffle in all of our stuff. Alright, so there's that, another Dexterity, and bam, 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 yet another Dexterity. There we go. Oh, you know what? I forgot about the Insight, so we could have thrown away 1 more card. That's fine, though. If we don't draw good, we can use the Insight to remedy that. Did not get the Insight. This is 12, this would be 26, 38, so that's just lethal even without all the other stuff. Oh yeah, and I failed to account for Sands of Time as far as keeping our hand size down. Scrawl being upgraded is amazing there. Alright. Okay, so I'm looking at Empty Fist Plus and Halt Plus. I think it's pretty spectacular that all these cards are plus. We do need more block cards, and we are, because Tantrum recurs, we probably will have a propensity for being in Wrath. So I think Halt's a good pick. The Empty Fist, you gotta remember we gave up all of our... What did we get? We got 8 cards. So yeah, we hadn't had the ability to remove a single card in the first act before we got the Pandora's Box. So we basically lost 4 strikes to get 4 attacks. But these are all weaker than Strike, though they recur, so they have greater potential. And then, of course, the Lesson Learned. A little on the weak side, but major upside if you can score. What I'm getting at is we could use another block card, and we could use another hitty card, and this plays very well with the Flurry of Blows and the Rush Down, so I think this is the pick here. There's never a situation where Empty Fist is bad, whereas Halt can potentially be just a stinker. So I think that's the play. That's a tough call, though. I can see it going both ways. Hey, what's this? Remove a card, or remove a card and upgrade a random card. I'm assuming you get to choose the remove first, so you don't upgrade the card that you want to remove. So we could remove the collect right now, and also pay 30 gold to upgrade one of our other cards. We do have a shop coming up later. It says we're currently on track for 299 gold, roughly, which is the 300 mark. How many events do we have left? One. Alright, so that number's probably pretty accurate, which means even paying the 60, we won't have enough for a 300 gold. Upgrade a random card. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 cards that are not upgraded for a lesson learned to be picking away at. This act will have another 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 fights. So I think we can afford to just remove a card. Get rid of that collect. Alright. Feeling better about the deck now. Oh, jeez. Okay. I consider all 4 of these to be options. With the pickup of the Empty Fist, our stance dancing is going to be greater. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the tantrum recurs. So let's call 6 through a single deck pass. That's 1 and 3 cards. That's a stance change once per turn, on average. Although some turns we'll be doing 2 or 3. And if we are doing 2 or 3 in a turn, it's going to be to get the maximum out of our Flurry of Blows, which means we might be disregarding our block. I don't know if this is the play or not. With Kunai, both of these look nice. And this, of course, is 2 and 1. Once the top layer is upgraded, it's better than a defend. Alternatively, once the Mental Fortress is played, it gets out of the way of the rest of the deck, so there's that. Empty Body plays nicely with a Flurry of Blows. As far as card remove, there's not really anything we would remove. Maybe a Flurry of Blows, but maybe Wreath of Flame. Because Wreath of Flame's only really good for Tantrum. Also, when will we have the energy to pay for it? That's another thing. Because we want to be keeping our hand size small. So we could remove Wreath of Flame or add any of these 3 cards. This is one of those times I wish I was streaming so I could get you guys' input on this in real time. Alright, so I'm going to say no to Empty Body. Probably no to Mental Fortress. So that leaves Deceive Reality and card removal. I'm going to take the Deceive Reality, I think. I honestly don't know what the right call there is. The birds. Okay. Rush down. Weave. None of them are going to be hitting us, quote-unquote, the hardest. With our scry here, we will be hitting a 3rd time. Wow. That seems really good. Okay, so we hit him to ground him. Gives us a dexterity. Doesn't matter which one of these are the same. Do that, and now that is full block, we get to keep the safety. Sweet. We already have all our zeros in the discard pile. Lesson learned is here. We're going to draw 5 off the tantrum, so let's do this. We ground whoever we hit here, and since he's the one attacking of these two, we'll do it like that. That sets him up perfectly for lesson learned. We can 1, 2, 3 to ground him. Empty fist brings them all back. And then bang. Wow. That was a hell of a turn. Hell of a turn. Cut Through Fate plays nicely with the weaves as well as GoldenEye. But I think we're okay with not taking it, but because we have lesson learned, the last series taught me how much when you have lesson learned cards like Vault and Scry really help you get back around to it when you need to. Alright, Malleable's the feature that is probably going to most punish our deck. We want a Sanctity here. It's just a matter of figuring out when to... Because we can use this to put more of the zero cost cards in the discard pile. But if we attack first, yeah, we've been through that. Better to do this first, most of the time. Eruption and Empty Fist seems good for next turn, as well as Cut Through Fate. So there's that. We get the weave right back. Sanctity 3, 6, 8. We have enough room. Oh yeah, this turn. I wasn't thinking about that. Alright, well, we can do this, this. Fear No Evil, Empty Fist is energy neutral, so we are free to do those things. Lesson learned is not an option, unfortunately, which means we're going to want to get back around to it. Cut Through Fate. Basically, we're looking to just get back around to the lesson learned, I think. So we do that. I was going to evaluate here. I wasn't thinking about how we'd actually draw that card. Okay. Gets us more block, the insight. Technically, from that state, puts us one card ahead. We do have Rushdown in play, so this could fetch us. Guess we do this first. We want to be doing as much with zeros as possible, so I don't think Sanctity is the play here. Unless we end up, but then we could Third Eye Sanctity. Yeah. Alright. Well, no, because by that point, Sanctity, we wouldn't want to draw the cards. So, what it comes down to is we need to find the... And you know what? Tantrum triggers this a whole lot of times, so I don't even think Tantrum plus Lesson Learned works. Unless we choose to use this to cut through the armor. So 12 hits 4 times. Yeah. So I guess the play here is Sanctity, Third Eye. Nope. Okay. Guess we Bowling Bash. Probably want to keep that. Yeah, okay. Okay, I think that's good enough. Oh, I wasn't noticing he wasn't attacking. So we're probably going to have to get some of these zeros in here to make lesson learned hit the right way. 19. There it is. Exact lethal. Okay. That was awkward. Foresight. Wow. Yes. Absolutely. Weave's coming back every single turn. It's nice. Too bad the upgrade doesn't make it innate. Let's upgrade Deceive Reality, because the whole problem here is its top layer is a little underwhelming. I think we have enough scry in the deck that increasing the amount of scry of that one card is not good enough. Alright, so Weave, Third Eye, probably not going to have to do a whole lot of blocking next turn. Could I have done that differently? Not sure. So we are going to have to block. That's fine. Foresight, Flurry of Blows. Let's scroll. Tantrum lesson learned is 12. 26 plus 12 is 38. That's lethal there, so let's put Flurry of Blows in over here. Rush down first. We can do this as well. I don't think Rush down first hurts anything here, because it doesn't draw past the point of no return. Cool. Alright, rest of the fight should be pretty easy. Well, yeah, we have Sands of Time. That's just lethal. Whatever. We have lethal. I don't even have to draw. Lesson learned has already been executed. Wallop, actually. It's 2 cost, so that makes it a little unwieldy. And we don't have any vulnerable in the deck, so Wallop's not the play here. Another Cut Through Fate. Consecrate's 0 cost. That's the thing I was saying before. With 2 Cut Through Fates, we only have 3 energy. Yeah, I think Consecrate's the play here just because it costs 0. I don't think Cut Through Fate would be a bad pick, but I think under the circumstances, Consecrate flows better. We shall see. Alright, we go this way, we have extra campfires. We go this way, we have extra elites and a shop. The shop is not very useful, though. On the other hand, the campfires aren't particularly useful. We have lesson learned. We still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards that would need upgrading. We are missing some health, so I suppose that's a thing, too. Mostly I just kind of want to dodge the shop, to be honest with you. We have a lot of potions, including Entropic Brew, and we don't need the upgrades. Okay. I try to be mindful of that whole shop eating up relics for the rest of the run, but I don't want to be paralyzed by that truth. Alright, so let's get rushed down. Let us scry for something that attacks. This is 17, so any other one attack would would kill this. So let's put it there. Tantrum is safe here. We don't want to discard that. Oh, but we have to if we want to draw Tantrum. And we have to draw a Tantrum. Okay, so we don't get our Foresight down on the first pass of the deck, which is unfortunate. But we need this. So that makes this 16. That eliminates both of these. We only have... Let's see if we can find some Flurry of Blows to put in the discard pile. Might as well discard that too. We're not ready for it. He's probably not going to be attacking next turn. This is our best way to get back around. Okay. So we do that. And then we do this. And then we do this. And then we can do that and that. And this gets us back around the deck. Throw those away. Tantrum does draw us cards, but we're in Wrath, so it doesn't. But we do have the Empty Fist, so it does. Okay. I think I've made it. Oh, crap, I forgot you would draw this turn. There was no avoiding that, though, because that was the top card of the pile anyways. Alright. So we're doing a good job of getting them down. Lesson learned. Wonder if throughout all that we needed to throw away the lesson learned. Probably not. I'm really pleased to see the scroll here, though. Do we do the... No, because that's not energy neutral. I got confused. We're not actually in range. Yes, we are. There's no rush, though. I was thinking in terms of playing that. And alright, let's do that and that and that. Nothing here really helps us draw cards without killing him. So we'll do this. And we don't want to draw the cards off of Sanctity. We want lesson learned. Okay. There we go. All right. That was fun. Oh no, strike dummy. I'm going to have to put that value down with consumed. We have no strikes. And this is not a class that has other cards that says strike. Okay, conclude. Plays well with Wreath of Flame as well, I might add. Conclude adds a level of complexity to the deck that we don't necessarily want to be encumbered with. Meanwhile, we are still down to the 4, is it? 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, 5 because of Deceive Reality. Okay. Thinking it could be Empty Body here. Yes, because that last fight, one of the things we were quote-unquote stuck with is the fact that we were in Wrath, so we couldn't re-enter Wrath and get better value out of Rushdown. So This is block as well as stance dropping, so I think that is the play. Okay, Smiling Mask would be better if we actually had cards to remove. I suppose at the very end we would be removing Lesson Learned. We've already identified Wreath of Flame as the weakest part of the deck. So I guess maybe we get some. We do have a shop that we're under moneyed on, so I guess there's that. Alright, this seems pretty good. He's not going to be weakening us, so we can probably stick to traditional kill patterns. Miracle Scroll. Okay. We have the opportunity to scry. So let me do this, this, this. And we're going to need some block. So let's scry. Whoops. We could draw Lesson Learned if we cut through Fate. We could Empty Body to drop. So we Empty Body, we drop Form, we end up with 3 energy. And that's enough to draw the... and then we'll have enough block for the remaining. Or very close anyways. Alright. So Sands of Time doesn't really work very well in a fight like this. Bowling Bash will only be worth 14 next turn, but that still seems pretty good. Although we're not going to have a way of entering Wrath. That's fine. Might be fine, I'm not sure. Meanwhile, we're throwing out a flurry of weaves, as it were. Okay, so Empty Body changes stances. We do that. And then we gotta do this to draw the Lesson Learned. Both of these cards are good next turn. Too slow. We might need the block. And it also draws cards after the fact, so there we go. So we can Lesson Learned here. We almost had lethal on this guy. Alright, but we do have full block, so I'm not worried. Wow! My brain hurts. 2 wounds. Boo! Boo! Wow, we don't even have enough stuff to do this turn. That does 8 to all. So we're going to go here, here. We make sure we Bowling Bash before the Consecrate. That gives us a Dexterity. But not that we needed it. Alright, so we had energy left over this time. It was kind of a bad draw, but I guess that's going to be what happens when you scroll. You don't always get exactly what you're looking for. We don't need the energy, so I'll do it in this order. Oh, it's lethal anyways. Never mind. Calipers! Calipers. So now Halt gets really, really good. We've seen that before. That's every turn. Put it like that. Ahead of Persistent? Yeah. Yeah, okay. Gambler's Brew would have been very helpful there. Is it better than what we have? Probably not, actually. I'm not really a big fan of any of these. Nah, follow-up wouldn't be the worst of things, but... Okay. I wonder if Foresight mean... It wouldn't matter. Never mind. I was going to say, I wonder if you can draw, then get the weaves, then or scry, and get the weaves, and then scry. But it wouldn't matter, because we can't play the weaves in between anyways. So, Deceive Reality, just lucky is scry itself, and cost 0, and it's already upgraded. That is really good. So we'll grab that, and we'll remove Wreath of Flame because it is the weak spot of the deck. Alright, pretty good. Alright, it's a dance party. Whoa. Whoa. Okay. So any stance dancing is going to be amazing. Got 1 dexterity. Sweet. Weave gets discarded for sure. Could draw off of that, so that seems pretty good. Empty Fist, we already have 3 in the graveyard. Cut Through Fate. We have the safety, so we don't necessarily have to tantrum. Let's build up some dexterity first. This is going to be worth 12. And then all of these become worth 12. 36. This would be 18. That's better. So we put this to somebody else, is what I was getting at. Now they all say 18. Oh yeah, lesson learned, huh? Go ahead and use this potion so we don't take all that damage. Just in time to make room for that potion. Okay, Nirvana goes very well with Foresight. And we already have Cut Through Fate ×2, Third Eye, and Foresight is every turn. And of course at this point we would pick up more Cut Through Fates and Third Eyes if offered them, so yes, I will take Nirvana. I'm really starting to dig that whole package. Lesson learned in the hand right now. Probably not the worst of things. We are going to take some damage though. In fact, this is going to be vulnerable on top of it. And there's nothing we can do about it. That's fine. One of these, and then that. And then here the weave doesn't even make a difference, so. Ouch! That hurt. Okay, 1, 2. Whoops! Should have done this first to get through all the plated armor. Because I was just thinking, if we do this and then the 2 weaves, that gets us 1 under another dexterity. Then again, we want the extra energy for that, so we can't do that. Okay. It's fine. Scry that into the discard pile, sure. This is a stance change along with Eruption, so yes, sure. Something like that. Seems to give us lots of opportunities. Alright. So at least we survived the second round of the vulnerable. Oh yeah, and plus we've already used the, right? We already used the lesson learned. I don't know why the name of that card always eludes me. Always. Always, always, always. This draws us cards, which we actually need right now to find lethal. Yeah. Cool. Alright. A little painful, but we made it. Empty Fist number 2, Sanctity, Empty Body. Not Deus Ex Machina. We already have hand issues. Our damage output is fine. I'm just debating, is it time for yet another empty card? Because needing block, I think I would want to go for this, but the fact that it's not upgraded like this one's kind of sucks. We already have a Sanctity, and sometimes it's awkward because we're looking for lesson learned. Not so sure about that decision. Alright, so let's see. 1, 2 attacks. This would be 10 and 7, 17. Okay. Too much retain already. We do have a weave in there. Always want to play this. Yeah, we only have 2 block cards, and they're worth 12 and 4. 16, not enough. This makes it 20. And maybe we can play another attack in between to make this do the extra 1. So that would be Empty Fist, of course. And just Lucky Scry. Kind of want to keep that. At first, then no. Because we know he's going to be hitting us. Sands of Time's not going to be cheap enough to play. So I guess that's the play. Alright, there's... Oh, whoops, did I not need the extra? Okay. Oh. Okay, my math was off by 1, that's fine. I mean, it's not fine in the fact that we still get a curse, but almost full block is almost as good. This is block. We can go ahead and pitch that. That's free. 3 energy, but we're going to have a 4th, and we are going to get 1 more card. No, we won't. This would be our draw. So let's get rid of the Consecrate. Sanctity is very good. Wow, okay. We have options. No, we do not. Because I want to play this. So do we play these two? 23, yep. Or this, actually, yeah. That's full block and brings all of these back, which improves our dexterity. Okay. Unfortunately, all our ways to enter Wrath are in the graveyard. So Scrawl can bring them back. That's the play, right? Keep scrawling Lesson Learn and just try to go nuts, because we are in Calm. And any sort of Wrath entry makes this 52, 26, that's 78. The Wrath entry would need to be 16. It's not. But that's only 1, 2, 3, 4 energy. And we will have 5. No, we'll have 4. Presumably this is the order we draw them in, so we leave Lesson Learned in the discard pile, or in the draw pile, and then just don't play anything that's going to draw cards. No, that doesn't make sense. Well, since we don't have any black cards here, I guess we just got to try to go for lethal. And this does all of that. So, pitch both of these actually. We're already in calm. Yep. Unfortunately. Alright, so the scry gives us the block, that's nice. Sure. Alright. So now we need to find a way into Wrath. Actually, I should have held on to those weaves. I was thinking of Scrawl, but Insight allows us to force a deck reshuffle, like so. We're basically looking for a way to enter Wrath, and then Sands of Time. Did not find. In which case, we're going to want to block. We have 2 energy. How do we have 2 energy? And we can get more here. Now this becomes another option to find lethal again. Lesson Learned is actually viable now. We ditch this, we pick it back up. We already have another weave, so we can do 12 there. Yeah, I think Lesson Learned is now viable. So we got to do it like that. Just. Nice. Wow. Okay, I had given up, and wow, Ornamental Fan, very nice. Oh, our offense is our defense. Fits this deck perfectly. Crush Joints, yeah! We do not have that. We have all the other cards already. And wow, this would be a great addition, Crush Joints. Ugh, that's what we were missing. Plus, thank you, Egg. Do we need to heal here? I want to say no so bad. I want to say no so bad, you know? Let's take a look at here and see. All of our cards are upgraded. Are you seeing this? Whew. Wow, okay. All of our cards are upgraded. For that reason, I am going to rest. Yeah, let's just be safe. Alrighty, let's see here. Weave first, obviously. Cut through Fate, try to put more of our zeros into the discard pile. Like that. Too soon for that. And if we put this down and enter, we get to play our other power, so that seems pretty good. Get that into play. Fear no evil, because it's energy neutral. We have the empty body to close with. There's the draw. We are in Wrath, so we hit as hard as we can. Get this into play. Drop stance, and then that is not another. Okay. Okay, we need to block for 12 this turn. Discard, discard. We can rely on this for our block because it also adds to our attacks. Okay, Flurry of Blows. Weave. Let's make some room in our hand for Tantrum. Ah! I like that. 1, 2, 3, bang. We could scroll now before the cut through fate. Crush joints. Weave. We need to get Nirvana in play. So now we empty body. And we gain even more block. Okay. Sadly, we're going to be shuffling our deck now. But the scrawl helped us get our powers into play first, so I'm totally cool with playing it the way we did there. We are shuffling the deck this turn, so I'm going to keep the zeros here, get rid of the Bowling Bash, keep the Deceive Reality. Very good. Alright, so 1, 2, 3. Put that away. A stance change. Oh wait, this is, okay, this is... We're going to draw that. Although afterwards we get to scry for 2. I don't like getting rid of Tantrum, to be honest with you. I also don't like playing it this turn. Alright. So the scry 2 is not going to be particularly useful. So 6 block, 15, that's full. Alright, so the fact that we don't get another fan is fine. Please get out of the way. Crush joints. And we are ending the turn on a skill, so that's really good. We don't know that he's going to be attacking us next turn. So I don't know how valuable this is. Yeah, or this. Let's throw that out. Stance changing gets us a lot of... Well, no, that's... Yeah, because we can do this. We don't know that we're going to be able to, but that seems fine. Alright. Full block. Good, good, good. So we didn't need to heal, it's starting to look like. Especially with the duplication potion. Duplication potion. Speaking of that, we could duplicate... We have to discard this. No getting around that. These are not useful this turn. We're going to draw 2 and pull 3 back, so we need to play this first. Oh, no we didn't. No we didn't. Okay, so I just missed out on a few damage there. No we didn't. Okay. Was Cut Through Fate an option here? I'm going to play Empty Body to get out of Wrath. He's already vulnerable, so we're... Oh wait, I don't get to play whatever I draw this turn anyways. Yikes. Okay. Discard, because we want to find lesson learned. Yeah! Yeah! So good. Okay. So we could have a fully upgraded deck at this point if I hadn't rested. We didn't need it. Didn't take a single damage that fight, I believe. Scrawl number 2? The scrawls are basically good for getting our zeros in the discard pile and getting our powers up during longer fights. A second scrawl is almost never a bad idea. Do we take it over Blasphemy is the question. I don't think Wish fits because of the whole rush down 3 Flurry of Blows thing. We need to stick to cheaper stuff. And we already have had some problems with the retain, so I'm not so sure Blasphemy is the play here either. We're doing number of hits, not quality of hits. Obviously with the heart that's a little bit different, and we might go up against Time Eater, so that might be a problem also. But this doesn't actually help in either of those situations so much, so I will go for the second scroll. Alright, Runic Pyramid would probably be a problem. We have Lesson Learned. Our deck's fully upgraded besides those 2 cards, which Lesson Learned can certainly handle. So I think Fusion Hammer is a very easy pick here. Yep. Oh, you know what? Probably want to do it like this. Alright, cool. Thank you guys for joining me for Act 2. That's going to be the end of it. We do get Time Eater and Rats! Oh, that's so bad. Alright, so that's something to look forward to. I'll see you guys in the next part. Take care.